L'Oreal, so I'm super excited to be trying the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation, and it has sunscreen. The shade that I got that I think is going to be the best match, because they didn't have that much options, is Rose Ivory 15. So I'm going to see what this claims. It says it has SPF of 50 and it includes antioxidants. It says directions. For sunscreen use, apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure. Reapply at least every 2 hours. Use a water-resistant sunscreen if swimming or sweating. So this claims it helps prevent sunburn if used as directed with other sun protection. But it doesn't say anything else about the coverage. Okay. Well, let's put this baby to the test. First, I'm going to prime my face because I think it says radiant, so I think it's going to be on the dewy side, maybe. And I have an oily T-zone, so I'm going to use the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer just to balance it out. So I think I'm going to use half of my face with a brush and half of my face with a sponge just to see if there's a difference in coverage. So I'm going to start with a brush on one side, and I'm using the Moda complexion brush. Holy crap, I put way too much. I'm gonna have to just dabble over there. Put that there. It smells like SPF. So if you don't like that smell, you're not gonna like this. Try the sponge on the other side. I will be doing a wear test, so stay tuned for that. Okay, it's less coverage with the sponge. So this side is with the brush, and as you can see, it's very hairy. Very hairy. And as you can see, it's very heavy on this side. I did add more on that side, so I'm just going to try to balance it out. A little goes a long way with this product. And I think I prefer the sponge better than the brush. So here it is. It did cover up all my spots, most of it, not all of it, and my freckles. Pretty good. It has pretty good coverage. If you want more of a medium coverage, you should use a brush, but if you want a lighter coverage, then use a sponge. In my case, I prefer the sponge better than the brush. I'm gonna let this set and I'm gonna powder it. So it's been like 2 minutes and it doesn't set, so you have to set it with powder. I'm gonna use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying powder, and I'm gonna use this on my T-zone. And for the rest of my face, I'm gonna be using the CoverGirl Outlast. I can still smell the sunscreen, but it's less. So this is how it looks, already set with powder. It's quite smooth. I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is how she's looking. I finished everything. It's looking pretty good so far. Kind of like it. I don't know if it's gonna beat my L'Oreal True Match Nude Tinted Serum, which is my absolute favorite so far, but we'll see. I can still smell the SPF a little bit. So if you hate that, then you're not gonna like this. But so far it's pretty good. I'm liking it. So I'm gonna check in a couple of hours and see how it's doing. Okay, so it's been only 2 hours and I'm quite shiny now. That was the door slamming. As you can see, it's very glowy, especially on my T-zone since I have oily skin. Yeah, I'm not gonna powder anything yet because I want to see how shiny I get and how oily I get. So I'll check in a couple of hours and see how it's doing. All right, it's been 6 hours since I applied the foundation and I had to work, so I had to use the mask, and of course, like always, it came off right here all over my nose. I mean, it's very visible, more than usual actually. That happens with every foundation that I wear. If I have to wear a mask, it's gonna remove everything right here, but this time it removed a lot more actually, if you could see. And I'm very oily. So now I'm gonna test it and use the powder again, the same one that I used earlier, to see if it fixes this situation of the oil and it doesn't remove it while I powder. Came off a little bit on my chin, but that's also the mask. Let me really look at this. Okay, where I put the powder, everything's perfect again, except the area that it came off, which is still very visible. So overall, what do I think about this? It's all right. It's not my favorite, but it's good. It's obviously not, in my opinion, better than this one. This one's actually my ultimate favorite serum. I still prefer this one than this one. But if you like a fuller coverage or more coverage, then you probably like this one more. And I think it's perfect for people who have normal skin complexion and dry skin. I think this would be perfect for that. And it has SPF 50, so that's good too. So overall, it's good. It's just you got to be really careful if you have oily skin, because it tends to move easier than any other one that I've tried. But if I didn't have to wear a mask, it would still be fine on my nose. So it's actually pretty good. It's not that bad. It's good. So if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. That helps me out a lot. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys.